Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Oh, what a fantastic show today, and thank you, too, for the feedback that we continue to get from having the CEO of Big Lots on the air, so keep that feedback coming. We just had the MTV King reality TV icon, Rob Dyrdek, with the Dyrdek Machine. Later on in the show, we're going to have the founder of a local affluent lifestyle magazine, localaffluentlifestylemagazine.com, Lou Boudreau, and the CEO of Punchbowl, who's going to be making a major announcement on our show. But let's go ahead and let's get started with our next hero. Are you ready for this? He is not a one, not a two, not a three, a six-time CEO who has a passion for leading people. You see, he was the CEO of JDA Software, Direct Data, Online Resources, and so many more. He is the CEO now of Epicor, and you could reach him at Epicor.com. That's a billion-dollar company in revenue, known for their enterprise resource planning space. Welcome, Joe Cowan. Now, Joe, you're known for saying and staying focused on growth. How do you define what growth really is?
You know, it's pretty simple to do. I mean, growth is just understanding your marketplace, knowing what your customers are looking for, and making sure that your company can provide the best solutions for those customers. And if you do that, then growth comes pretty easy.
Now, while many people may know Epicor, there may be some of our listeners that possibly not. Let's talk about a little bit more about what Epicor is and how it has been so successful under your leadership.
Well, at Epicor, we provide, as you said earlier, ERP solutions for the marketplace. Those are the basic business software and systems that companies use to run their businesses with. And we focus on the mid-market, on small to mid-sized companies, anywhere from company 5 million to 500 million in size. And, we'll provide all the accounting, the manufacturing-based systems, the planning systems, the supply chain systems, and even things like the e-commerce system. So we provide any kind of systems and software and tools you need to run your business and be successful.
Now, Epicor employs over 3,800 people, which is just phenomenal, spanning several generations. I mean, you've got baby boomers working there, Generation Xers, millennials. How are you able to best lead all these different generations towards the same goal?
That's a very good question. It's a very challenging thing because when you think about all these different generations, they're looking for different things. So what we try to do is we create we call them our cross-functional teams. We get teams of people with experience and with your ideas and your technology that understand our customers, and we bring those teams together and we get them focused on what the real objective is so that they're all focused on the same common goal, and yet they're all taking their individual experiences and unique experiences and putting together to provide the right focus and the right approach to achieve that goal or that objective.
Now, you're listening to David Kogan with Eliances, and we have the CEO of Epicor on, and you could reach him at Epicor.com, Joe Cowan. Now, Joe, you do have other competitors in your industry, and ERP is a very large industry. How have you positioned Epicor against versus the other competitors that are out there?
Well, the Epicor's real strength, and anytime I come into a company, I always want to understand the strength of that company and why it's successful. Epicor's real strength is the real knowledge that we have about our customers. We tend to focus in different vertical segments, and we have people that understand the problem better than the customers understand their own problems. So therefore, when we provide the unique systems and services, we're coming in with the exact solution they need. They don't have to customize it or tailor it or try to teach the vendor how their business is run. We know it when we walk in the door. And our concept for success is simple, easy, low risk.
And again, you can go to Eliances.com. We'll have the link there. That's Eliances.com. This is David Cogan with Eliances, the place where entrepreneurs align. We have many various events, roundtables, grand tables, panels, secret sessions, and so much more. So make sure you check out our website, Eliances.com. And we're talking with Joe Cowan, who is the CEO of a billion-dollar enterprise resource planning system, Epicor.com. And as I was talking to my son this morning, he's asking me, he's like, Dad, who are you interviewing? I'm like, he's a 6-time CEO. He's led people in JDA software, direct data, online resources, and so much more. So the simple question he asked me, and I'm going to ask you, is he says, Dad, make sure you ask him this one question, is how do you become the CEO of these different companies? How?
Well, I guess it's because you're pretty good at what you do, and people understand that, and they want you to come in. And, there's a lot of companies out there, and all these companies have been successful. But you go through transitions and change, and then how do you take a company that's going through that transition, get them refocused so they can be successful and achieve their full potential? And that's, I've done that, and I do it because I'm an engineer, and I tell people I solve problems. This is real simple. Understand your market. Know your strengths, understand your competition, mix all that together, and that creates the vision, the direction for the company. And then when you create success, more people want you to come and, take their company to that next level and achieve that success.
Joe, what does spur dragging mean? Why is it important? Spur dragging.
Well, that's one of the terms. I'm an old Southern boy, and I create all these different terms. But, when you come into a company, one of the biggest challenges are the people and the culture that you find in the people. And you want to get people motivated, moving in the right direction. But some people, they want to question whether or not that's the right thing. They don't want to tell you to your face that they don't agree with you. If you think about a wagon going up the hill trying to get to the pot of gold at the top, they may pretend they agree, but what they do is they get on the back of the wagon. You think of an old Texan with the spurs on his boots, and he'll drag those spurs in to slow you down because he don't agree with you, but he won't tell you that he doesn't agree with you. Spur dragging, just one of those terms.
I love it. Well, again, you lead so many people. Again, 3,800 people. It's a very stressful job, that you have, and making sure that you're leading the company in the right direction and all that. And I think it's important to understand, how do you decompress? What do you do?
The way I decompress is I spend time with my family. I'm a member of the golf club, but I never play golf. But I've got 3 sons, and we've got 8 grandkids, and I love to spend time with my grandkids. Matter of fact, we're building a home on the lake that's large enough so the entire family can come in and spend the weekend or holidays there. So it's family. It's being with my family. It's watching my grandkids grow up and spending time with them and playing putt golf with them or go bowling with them. And, that's all about the family.
And Joe, we've got a little less than a minute left, but let's say that, you're addressing your 8 grandkids. So they're all in one room, and you're addressing, what are 2 secrets you would tell them about life?
I would say just know what you want to do, be focused on being successful doing that, and enjoy it. Life is not worth living unless you enjoy what you do. So it all comes down to that. Know where you want to go and enjoy doing it.
Well, Joe, you definitely know where you want to go, and you've enjoyed it. You're a 6-time CEO. You've led companies with heart. You've inspired your employees to work at what they love. That's a hero. Joe Cowan, Epicor. You can reach him at Epicor.com. This is David Cogan with Eliances. And when we return, we're going to have Lou Boudreau with the local affluent lifestyle magazine. David Cogan with Eliances.